Hey everybody, welcome back to art class. So, for the past couple weeks, we've been working on a big project, which is your architecture picture, or the building that you designed, right? And I didn't quite get to finish mine. So I wanted to use this opportunity to show you some techniques that I would use to make this look really nice and finished. Because I spent a lot of time on the drawing part, and I want to just really make it look polished and everything with the coloring. So I'm going to show you a few techniques. If you already finished this picture, that's just fine. You could maybe just draw another picture while you're watching, or you can use some of these techniques for a different picture. All right, either way, I'm going to show you some techniques for finishing a picture. So either you can do this with your drawing from last time, or just make another drawing. No big deal. So first thing I'm going to show you is called outlining. All right, we're going to outline our picture. And what this means is we're drawing a line over the pencil lines, okay? What this does is it helps us to really kind of see it, because with the pencil, it's good to use a pencil because we can erase things and adjust things, but drawing an outline is kind of what makes it official, what is like, this is for real, all right? And I actually really, it always seems like a lot of work at first to outline your picture, but once you start doing it, it's very satisfying because it starts making your picture kind of come alive a little bit, all right? So I'm using a marker, I'm using a black marker. Hopefully my camera will calm down a little bit. So I'm using a black marker, but you can use anything that you want. You can use crayons, colored pencils, whatever. So yes, outlining. And I like to say you don't necessarily have to outline every single teeny tiny detail, okay? I just start with the big parts because it would maybe take you forever to get every little detail, and you don't necessarily have to do that. It's just to get the big parts. So like I'm starting with the biggest chunks of space, like this, and then like maybe I'll do the outside. See, like for instance, I would do the outside of my tree, but I don't need to go in and do every little branch and stuff, okay? That's kind of how outlining works. All right. See, and I don't even need to do these ones in the background, just the main parts. Okay. And like this person, I will go around the outside, but I don't need to do all the inside lines, okay? This is just like to make her stand out a little bit and to show off my adorable little person here. And like my little wizard guy, I go around the outside of him, but I don't need to do every inside line. My marker's probably too big anyway. I would say that's pretty good for outlining. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna color. Come on, camera, you got this. I think my camera is a little confused. Thank you for being so patient with it though. So I'm gonna do some coloring now. And I would like to show you a really cool coloring technique, all right? This is what there's a couple things that I want to show you actually. One is called using something called value. And let me sharpen my pencil real quick. Okay. Value means going from dark to light. Okay, so with a colored pencil or a crayon, you can do this. With a marker, it's a little harder, but that's okay. So I'm going to press really hard to make this look dark, because this is just a regular green. This isn't like a dark green or a light green. It's just regular green. If I press hard, it's dark, and if I press lightly, it's a lot lighter. Okay. Hang on a second. I need to just like adjust my camera or something. It's kind of being silly. Okay, I'm just gonna keep going. So if you press really hard, it's dark. And what we wanna practice doing is going from dark to light. So we're getting lighter and lighter and lighter. dark to light. You see that? Okay, that looks pretty cool, right? That's a good coloring technique. We call that value. Can you say value? Right, so if you hear me say that, like you try to use value, what that means is you're going dark and getting lighter. This takes a lot of practice, okay? So I don't expect you to get this right away. So don't feel frustrated if you're not getting it right away. It's just fine, okay? But that's kind of why we're doing this, is so you can get a little practice. You'll get better at it. The more you do it, the better you get, okay? I promise. Just keep at it. Second awesome coloring technique I would like to show you is called color layering. So your green doesn't have to just be green. Your green can have some yellow in it, right? Or any other color that you choose. Try out different combinations, but it makes your colors look much more interesting. Like suddenly, this tree looks like it's bathing in sunlight. Isn't that awesome? Watch how I will use these techniques for the trunk of the tree. I will go dark on one side of the tree and getting lighter to the other side of the tree. You see that? Even the branches, dark, and I'm getting lighter and lighter. This might look easy for me because, you know what, I've practiced it a whole lot, and that's okay. I want you to start practicing, and it'll get easier and easier. It might take a lot of effort and thought at first, but you'll get it. So my tree has dark and light parts, and then I could even add another color. You know what is fun to do is try like a purple, because I know that trees aren't purple, but sometimes you can kind of just sneak that color in there without people noticing. Like if I just put purple in the darker shadowy parts, it doesn't quite look purple. It looks like a dark, interesting brown, doesn't it? See, that looks really nice. It doesn't look like, why is that tree purple? It just looks like a cool shadow, all right? So I'm gonna keep coloring a little bit. I'm gonna color a couple more things here, like her dress here. I'll make dark to light. And her hat, I will make it match. And then maybe I'll mix in some blue with that one. Oh, that looks so cool. I love that. And then my wizard guy up here, maybe I'll give him more like warm colors, like red, orange, and yellow. So I'll start red, going dark to light. I'll add some orange. And some yellow. Woo! 3 colors. That's looking nice. Maybe I want to give her another color too. Maybe a touch of green. Oh yeah. So these are cool colors, purple, blue, and green. These are warm colors, red, orange, yellow. I always found that hard to keep track of, but here's what helps me remember. The warm colors are like the colors of fire, right? Like red, orange, yellow. I know that fire can sometimes be blue, but that helps me at least to think about it like fire. All right, watch how I'm gonna color the sun. All right, I'm doing my yellow. Here's how I like to do the sun. Last time we talked about doing the sun different ways. I like to go really dark yellow around the outside and then get lighter and lighter toward the inside until most of the sun is just white. You see that? And that gives it a nice glow. That's actually kind of more what the sun looks like. Sometimes I'll even add just a little bit of orange around the outside, like not going crazy with the orange, but just a little bit just around the outside. Ooh, it looks so nice and warm. That's great. Okay. So yeah, those are some cool coloring techniques for you. I'm gonna just spend a few more minutes coloring here. I'm gonna color my portal. I think this kind of coloring is gonna be great for the portal. It's gonna make it look really interesting. So, just a little reminder, I would like you to finish up this picture. You know, this is one that I think it would be really good to make it look as finished and put as much work into this one as possible, okay? Because sometimes we want to do a big project that we spend lots of time on. Sometimes we do something that's just a silly little practice, and if you don't finish, it's not a big deal. But this one, I really want to encourage you to put a lot of work into this one, and even if you are kind of done with it, even then, still ask yourself, well, what else could I add, right? I always like to say that. Instead of saying, I'm done, I like to say, what else can I add? Because a lot of times, we just say, I'm done, because we're getting bored with it. And sometimes it's important to push through that boredom to really work hard on your art. Okay, it's okay to work at your art a little bit. So yeah, just say, what else can I add? What else can I add? Until you literally cannot think of anything else that you could add, until you're like, you know what? If I'm being honest, I don't think there's one more thing I could do. That's when you know it's finished, okay? So it's kind of an exercise in trying to figure out when your art is finished. And you know what? I'm going back in here to add an outline. I didn't have one before, but I thought, you know what? This part could use an outline, so I'm going to do it. You can always go back and add more outlines. Nice. Very cool. All right. Well, now I'll color a little bit more here. I want to color my dragon. He's pretty neat. First, I'm going to color the bars, or I'm going to outline the bars. Very cool. Nice dragon. Okay. And I'll make him green. Classic dragon colors. But you know I'm going to be layering in some other colors other than just green. And I'm going dark to light. Because let's face it, it's just going to look better if you go dark to light. It's going to kind of look a little bit 3D. It's going to look more complex. People are going to be like, did a 5th grader make this? What is this? This is some good shading going on. That's another word people call it, is shading. Okay, so if you hear shading or value, those are all words for, you know, just using dark and light. Oh, that looks pretty neat. I'm going to add some blue. I like to add kind of a dark blue in with green. I feel that those two colors work pretty well together. Even like in the grass. And maybe I'll show you an example of that. But like the blue sort of acts as the shadow to the green. So like even your grass, I know grass is green. I'm just gonna color this part of the grass for now, just to show you. But I'm gonna make it dark and getting lighter as it goes back. Okay. And then maybe I'll use the blue to add like some textures. I know that grass isn't blue, but with art, sometimes, like we did with the tree, we hide little colors in there just because it makes it look more interesting, and like you don't quite notice when you look at it, but you have a more colorful picture, okay? And maybe I'll even add some yellow in over here by the sun, like the sun is shining down on the grass, okay? So, those are my examples. Here's what I did. Dark to light. Press hard with the pencil to make it darker, get lighter and lighter. And I layered colors together, like I layered yellow and green together. Okay, and I outlined my picture so you could see the objects more. See, like, check this out. Oh, I didn't even realize there was a treasure chest there. But now that we outlined it, I can see it, right? So, those are the things I'd like you to practice. Like I said, if you've already finished this one, you can make a new picture. But I want you to work real hard on this one. And then you can send me a picture of it when you're done if you want to. You can send it to my email, which is on the Riverside Distance Learning webpage. Okay, and just a little update, you know, we're actually not going to be grading anything for art for the first trimester, all right? So don't worry about sending anything for grades. If you send me anything, it's just for fun, and I might put some into an online art gallery, okay? We will be grading for second trimester, and I will be sure to tell you what you gotta do for that, but it's nothing to worry about. Definitely not anything to worry about. It's gonna be just fine. All right, well, take care, everybody. Have fun. I love you all. You're all awesome. And remember, make your art with love. Okay, that means be kind to yourself. Say nice things to yourself when you make your art. Don't be saying, "Oh, this is so bad. I'm so bad at this. This isn't how I wanted it," and all that stuff. Just try to turn that around. Be like, "Well, I'm practicing. I can fix it. Maybe it'll look better later. I'll just go through and maybe even enjoy your art," right? Maybe look at it and be like, "That's cool. I really like that part. Oh, this is good." Keep that positive energy, positive self-talk going. That's making your art with love. All right, bye-bye.